Hey everybody, it's Friday Morning Movie Reviews. I'm Louis Angel.
I'm Nathan Seaguy.
And we did the worst. It's time for the best. It's
Time
time
for
for
the
our
best.
10 favorite movies of the year.
Yes.
Let's waste no time. Let's kick it off with number 10.
Number 10. So number 10 for me is Blind Spotting.
That's my number 10 also.
Yeah.
So we talk about it together.
This was a movie that definitely surprised me. I didn't see any trailers for it, which I actually...
We had no idea what
Right,
it was going to
right,
be about.
And I think it was one of those, not hit or miss directly, but I mean, when you don't see any trailers, you're kind of wondering what the plot was. And I think this was a great surprise. And just the story behind it was very well directed.
It was really well directed
and
well acted.
Right, it was.
The final scene's amazing. The
Yeah, it was,
chemistry
yeah,
between the two leads
Right,
is great.
right.
And I feel like this is the most overlooked movie of the year.
Yeah,
or
right,
underlooked, I
right.
guess. Where I don't really hear anyone talking about it. And this was really great.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Daveed Diggs, I'd seen him a couple other things before that, but this was like, he's a really good actor.
Yeah,
like,
he
he's
was,
here.
Yeah.
Blind Spotting was great. So that was my number 10 also. So, go do your number 9 then, I guess.
Number 9, I mean, there's so many great movies, but I mean, it's hard to put it up this high, but I mean, Black Panther, guys. Black Panther is number 9. We all know this movie.
Everyone's seen this movie.
Everyone's seen this movie.
3
Wakanda
times.
Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
And, I just, like, this movie was, I mean, I didn't really know as well, like, if this was going to be, like, an amazing, like, okay, I'm going to know this for Marvel for, like, forever, But, of course, it was going to be good because it is Marvel. It's not DC.
Movie, yeah.
And I think it's the highest grossing
Domestic movie of the year, yeah, for sure.
this year.
And Ryan Coogler, great
And
job
I'm gonna-
directing.
right.
Michael
I'm gonna
B.
still-
Jordan.
I'm going to still be watching this movie.
Yeah.
For a long time, and I think there's a throughout all these movies that I have on my list, there's I don't know, like a certain theme that's within all these movies.
Yeah. All right.
That we'll get to at the end.
My number 9 is A Star Is Born.
Ooh,
This is I haven't been able to not listen to the soundtrack to this movie. It's a great soundtrack. I love the songs. I think Bradley Cooper, the more I think about his performance, the more I really like it.
Right.
He did a great
well,
job. as
actually,
director.
what was this? Your number 8?
My number 9.
Your number 9. My number 8 is
A Star Is Born.
Yeah,
It was a great movie,
it
wasn't
was
it?
a great movie.
Maybe the best scene of the year for me was when they performed The Shallows together for the very first time on stage.
Yes.
Sam Elliott was really good, and I think she's gonna walk away Best Actress.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lady Gaga, I mean, like, you did a great job. Like, of course, it didn't really know if you were going to be acting or singing or what you were going to
I
be doing.
didn't know that she'd be able to pull it off because I haven't
Right,
seen her
exactly.
act in anything before this.
Right. And I think I want to definitely see her in more stuff now.
All right. So that was your number what?
My number 8.
My number 7.
No, you.
My
you
number-
didn't say your number 8, right?
My number 8 is Three Identical Strangers.
Ooh.
Feel good documentary until it's not so feel good anymore. It's about these triplets that were separated at birth,
Right.
and they found each other later on in life, and it's just this remarkable story of brotherhood and this really evil stuff that happened to this family,
Yeah.
and you'll smile until you cry, and you'll get angry. It takes you on a journey, and I thought it was really good. Three
Yeah.
Identical Strangers was my number 8.
Your number 8. So my number 7 is Mission Impossible Fallout. I think each Mission Impossible is great, and it's one of those basically series that keeps getting better
It
and
gets
better
better
and better.
every movie.
And Tom Cruise just keeps going more crazy with stunts. And Henry Cavill's in this movie. He was great. And just everyone who's in the cast, I think they love making these movies.
Just the stunt work, like you
right,
said. Oh my god.
And the
It's
visionary,
terrifying.
it's just so beautiful to watch, and I'm gonna get this movie when it comes out. Did it come out already?
It came out like
it came out
a
like
week
months
or two
ago.
ago.
But yeah, I thought it was a great movie. And I mean, if they make another, please make another one. I mean,
I kind of don't want them to because it's so perfect.
It is perfect.
But I would be first in line for another one.
Same.
All right, my number 7 is, you know, I never gave a perfect score the whole year. You did, and the only perfect score you gave all year is my number 7, Paddington 2, Judgment Day. No, Paddington 2 is just a remarkable family movie. It's a perfect sequel. It doesn't slip up, not even once. It's just so great. It's funny, it's charming, he's lovable, the story's really good. Colin Firth is a really good movie. Paddington 2 is awesome.
Now my number 6, right?
Yeah, your number, I don't know.
I don't know. I believe it's number 6. You guys are probably wrong. Number 6 is Three Identical Strangers. This was, you know, I just think it's just a great movie, and not even a movie, a real story, you know, of basically 3 brothers separated at birth and finding each other and rekindling relationships, and just like things that they can that they're linked to. I mean, they finish each other's sentences and whatever and whatnot. And it just like keeps going great, and then you know has this flip side of getting dark, and it's like wow, that
and
actually really happened. Dark, you know, like wow, like. And I was like even talking with my mom, and they're like, who, what?
Who would do that?
Who's that?
Who would do such a thing?
I didn't know about this. Like, you know, and it's so good at keeping a secret to almost all of us until it really came out, you know, this year. And I mean, hopefully a lot of people went to see this movie. Hopefully. Because it is a great story,
it's
wonderful
nature
story.
Versus nurture,
definitely
case study. Yeah. So my number 6 is just a feel good movie, and I like feeling good. And Green Book is just such a charming story of friendship in the late '60s, I believe, with Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. It's really funny. It's dramatic. The acting's really good. Pierre Farley, who knew that he had it in him to tell this amazing story.
Yeah, right.
And I just walked away loving this movie. I remember our whole theater loved the movie. Yes. And it's great. And I hope that this gets up there for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm. My number 5 now is Into the Spider-Verse. I thought this was...
So was mine. Into the Spider-Verse. I love this movie.
Who knew a Spider movie would be in this? Spider-Man movie would be in top 10,
top 5,
top 5, right?
Top 5. The animation is crazy.
Is great. You get Stan Lee, who passed away. He makes a little cameo in this movie. It's just so heartwarming and heartfelt.
If all
the whole story was.
We didn't really know too much. Miles Morales, I knew of him, but I'd never picked up a Miles Morales comic. And just I love kind of bum Spider-Man that Jake Johnson is playing, and Spider-Man Noir. It was so funny. The action was really good. You might shed a tear or two in the middle.
Right.
Into the Spider-Verse.
But I think this is one of those comic book or those movies that's based on comic book really is true to the comic book, in so many ways. And I don't. Maybe you miss that linkage when you go to. When you're not animated and go to real
you get
life.
away with more of being like
right. And they have this kind of filter in the movie that's really cool. Almost like this little blurry, but also little polka dots. The little polka dot thing that of course you can't do in like a real movie. And
a live action movie.
Live action.
Yeah.
And I mean, love this movie. I mean, very fun. You're gonna laugh through it. You're gonna maybe shed a tear, right? And,
it's the more I think about it, I'm like, oh, that was really.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
All right. That's your number 4.
That was your number 5. Too?
That was my number 5.
Number 4 is "Won't You Be My Baby." And we had 2 documentaries on the list, guys. And I mean,
2 documentaries.
all these documentaries this year was, there was a Whitney Houston one that was good. I didn't go
Whitney
see
Houston
that
one was really
but,
good.
I thought a lot of documentaries were really strong. Of course, Mr. Rogers, guys, Mr. Rogers. Great story, just about his life, and then how
about the show, and
right, and just a little bit about the show, more about him as a person and trying to shed his his life and his passion into a show, and with kids where you can really plant that per se we
that you matter,
plant the seed in the little kid's head, and let that sprout and grow. And I think he was just so great at doing that. He was really throughout his life.
My number 4 is a movie that we rewatched just recently. Avengers: Infinity War is my number 4 movie of the year.
My number 3. Yay!
That's your number 3. This movie's awesome. Is it kind of just a series of vignettes thrown together? Yeah.
Yes.
Great villain.
Amazing. We finally see him on,
Thanos. We've been waiting since the first Avengers.
Right. Yes.
He's awesome. The action is awesome. There's so much to love about the movie. It's funny.
And it gets dark. The first opening scene was so dark, especially with the tension of the music.
The score, I really like the score of the movie.
Great.
The performances were all really good.
It is, and I think even when we watched it last night, I was like, "Wow, I can't believe we're already at this scene already." It goes by fast.
It goes by so fast.
Oh gosh,
it feels big, right?
It's
an event movie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Was that your number 3?
That was my number 3.
All right. So my number 3 is "Won't You Be My Neighbor." I loved this movie. Just sitting there crying in the theater at the beginning there. I love it for all the reasons you brought up, but I walked away feeling hope for people, and that's something I didn't really feel too much of this year. And it gave me that hope, upon second viewings. It is a little sluggish at points,
right?
But
I mean, that's what you're going to get through a documentary. It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I mean but I just loved the message that he was trying to get across.
Definitely.
Happiness and loving yourself and just peace and hope. And I feel like we need to watch this movie. All of us need to watch it. So that's my number 3. It's your number 2.
My number 2, Paddington 2.
Yes, it's on the list.
You're like, when's this gonna come up? You gave it a perfect score. I thought this was a great movie. I mean, it is just perfect in every way, guys. I mean,
It really is.
I didn't see the first one. I mean, and I don't think you needed to see the first one.
You get that bonus of just having more Paddington in your life.
You do. And I was just like, Paddington, like, no, I'm not going to understand. I don't want to watch this. It's going to be stupid. And it's just amazing. Actually, no. I did see the first one. Sorry.
Okay, good.
You bought it for me, pretty sure.
Did I buy it for you?
Sure.
Watch it.
Watch it now. And, the second one is just, it's so great. And, it's like surprising that you'd really care so much about, the little dumb little plush bear. But it does. I mean, it hits you too. It flies. Colin Firth, right? He's just absolutely amazing, and
Sally Hawkins, really good movie. It's a great movie.
Great movie.
My number 2 movie of the year is Joel Edgerton's second film that he directed, Boy Erased.
Oh wow!
I thought this movie was really powerful. I thought Lucas Hedges was really great. Nicole Kidman, Russell Crowe, and Joel Edgerton give really great performances.
Great actress.
And just the story I found really moving, compelling, and it's dark. It's super dark.
Yeah.
But it's well worth the watch. Boy Erased, my number 2 movie of the year. I have no idea what your number 1 is. I have no idea what it is. Is it Aquaman?
No.
Is it... Oh, I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I figured it out. Go ahead and say it.
No. Alright, my number 1 of the year, guys, is...
Green Book. Oh, it was Green Book. I thought it was Incredibles 2.
No. Green Book 2 and
Oh, I love
Bumblebee.
Green Book.
I wish they were on my list.
Bumblebee.
Honorable mentions. But Green Book, I think I had the most fun that I did. This
You ate
whole
sushi
year.
during that movie.
I ate sushi and you had to eat something because you're
Yeah.
going to be super hungry in this movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Viggo Mortensen, I just think, played a perfect role. And he did gain a little weight. Acts as this amazing Italian man from Bronx
New York,
or
yeah.
Brooklyn or wherever. Just he has this great relationship with Mahershala
Ali and Linda
Um,
Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini, and just just great role. And of course, when he goes away on this trip, I mean, you have it's like hard because how are you gonna like connect? You don't really have phones with your wife and stuff.
You know,
Even
right,
that
letters, and even
relationship.
that's super
And
charming.
then of course, like how are you gonna do that? And then when we get back to New York, you're gonna forget about her. We didn't see her for so long, but I mean, they do this great, of course, love letter thing throughout the movie and throughout the trip, and just like not forgetting, those certain role. A great movie, guys.
Green
Great
Book
movie.
is a great movie. My number one movie.
Oh
of
god.
2018. Big surprise. Hunter Killer.
Oh,
It was an awesome movie.
my
No, it's not
God.
Hunter
No.
Killer. Although I
what?
like Hunter Killer a lot. Because we thought it would suck. We had so much fun. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Mission Impossible, yay.
I have seen it 4 times now. I rewatched it the other day, and it and Will You Be My Neighbor flipped for me.
Oh,
I think this movie is just awesome. It's like got some Chris Nolan kind of sequences in there, but Christopher McQuarrie does such a great job with the action in the movie. The greatest running of all time in any movie ever. Tom Cruise does.
yeah.
Henry Cavill's a great villain.
Yes,
Simon
yes,
Pegg
yes.
and Rebecca Ferguson. I love this movie. It's so... I get scared every time I watch it because I know how real the stunts are.
Yeah.
And maybe the best third act of any movie this year for me. The helicopter chase, the mountain
Yes,
fight, the
yes.
bomb. Fantastic. I loved it. Mission Impossible Fallout was my favorite movie of the year. Green Book was
Green
his.
Book.
Tell us yours. What was
Tell
your
us yours.
favorite movie of 2018?
Alright.
Like, comment, and subscribe.